Let me just talk to y'all about God for a second. So, when I woke up, the Lord told me to go to this event that I had filled out for with Ron Isley, Kim, and Patti LaBelle at the Fox Theater. It was snowing and it was raining real bad, but the Lord told me to go. So I got up. I was extremely discouraged about something, and I had been like in emotional pain, but the Lord told me to get up and go anyway. So I went. I walked through the slush and the rain and the snow, and I got on a Finkel bus. Waited in the cold. I rode the bus for about 60 minutes, and I got there. I walked in, and everything just kind of like lined itself up just to me pushing forth through the pain and through the obstacles and through the lack of resources. Oh, my camera's broke. Oh, what am I going to do when I get there? And oh, I don't have transportation. How am I going to get there? Push through all that. So Kim came out. I worked with Kim a couple times before. It was cool. We did a great interview. Great interview. Everybody asked questions. I met some of the other videographers. It was wonderful. I texted my friend Lisa, who does management with Kim, and she was busy, so she couldn't text back. And then people from the Fox Theater building said, okay, everybody has to go. Everybody has to leave. So I left out, and I went to go get back on the Grand River bus. I had to walk about 10 minutes, and 3 buses back to back to back. The Finkel and the Grand River bus and the Woodward bus all would have got me back home. They all just passed me right up. I couldn't get to them in time. And earlier this morning, I heard a sermon about just keeping a positive attitude. So I didn't say, oh, I missed the bus, or oh, my day is going terrible, or oh, how am I going to go back home? I just already knew in my heart that I was going to end up back home. So I started walking, and I saw a Subway. I was like, let me go get something to eat. But then something in my spirit was like, no, don't go spend your money on food. So I was like, okay. So I kept walking. And Lisa texted me back, and this was like way after the event was over. And she said, hey, are you still here? And I said, I'm by the venue. And she said, meet me at the ticket office. So I'm walking to the ticket office, and then I run into this man. He didn't look homeless, but, his coat was, kind of dirty or whatever. And he stopped me. He said, excuse me, young man. How you doing? I'm not from here. I'm from Mississippi. And he was like, I stay in Canton, Michigan. And my car is out of gas. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. And I kind of feel ashamed as a man begging for help. And I said, sir, you don't have to feel ashamed. You don't have to feel that way. And I just loved him. I showed him love. And he was like, I just need some help. The police already told me that I was in a bad area. And, I'm just trying to get back home. And I just gave him, he was like, thank you. I was like, do you need some money? He was like, yes. So I gave him some money. He was like, thank you. Thank you for whatever the Lord put on your heart to give me. And have a good day. And I gave him a hug. Despite, the condition was cold. Like, some people just I don't know. They feel too high and mighty. But I just gave him a hug. I just wanted to love him, show him love. And he gave me a hug back. And he said, and I continue to pray that God blesses you in each and every way. And I felt it when he said it. And I said, I'll do the same for you. And he was gone. He disappeared into the smoke. I don't know where. He was gone like that. So I'm walking to the box office, and I see Lisa. And in my mind, I'm just going to tell her hi. And then I'm going to go wait for the next bus. So I go in and I give her a hug. And she says, hey, how's everything going? Wookie-woo. She's like, did you want to stay for the show? And I was like, whoa, well, yeah, that'll be lovely. And then she was like, okay. So she hooked it up for me, and she gave me a hug. She bought me a ticket, and she gave me a hug. And I just told her, thank you very much. And I left out of there, and I went over to this restaurant next door to the Fox Theater called the Rub Pub. And I walked in, and the restaurant was actually closed down today because a city council lady had rented out the restaurant, and there was a big free buffet, which was the reason the Lord put it in my spirit not to buy Subway. And I ate chicken, and I ran into this guy who told me that he gave me his business card, and he works for Congressman John Conyers, and he was like, yeah, Mike Duggan was just here. You should go upstairs and meet him. But he already left, but I just felt extremely blessed So I left out of there. I went to the concert, had a great time. I saw Ron Isley. I met another woman who just randomly told me this story about how she was at this chicken place and she had spent about $25 and they had to cancel her order, and it would have took 3 days to put it back on her credit card. But another lady just walked up and said, "Ma'am, I want to bless you," and paid for her meal. So that's just building up and building up. You know, it's just like I felt extremely blessed. Okay, I know I'm running up. I know y'all don't really want to watch this video too much longer. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. So then, at the end of the concert, I was going to say bye to Lisa. She told me to check with her after the concert. So I'm waiting, and it's like a whole bunch of people trying to get to the security guard who's blocking the backstage entrance. And I'm just waiting there. I'm just standing off to the side, just being extremely patient. And so after about 25 minutes of waiting, after everybody was gone and gotten backstage and everything, I just walked up to him and said, "Excuse me, sir." And he was like, "You ain't even got to say nothing, man. I appreciate you being patient. Patience can get you a long way. Go ahead and go backstage, and I hope you find whoever you're looking for, and I hope you accomplish whatever you came here to accomplish. Thank you for being patient, brother." And it just showed me, man, that, you know, we can't do it on our own, but with the help of God, we can be positive even in the midst of the worst circumstances. And I have some bad habits, just like everybody else that, you know, need to be worked on. But as long as you be obedient to what God tells you to move, we might not be able to break the smoking or anything immediately. Things take time. But when God tells you to move in that direction. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about gas money. Don't worry about food, how you going to eat, where you going to stay. Don't worry about, you know, if you ain't got it organized. Don't worry about being nervous, being scared. When God tell you to move on your goal, man. I ain't no church boy. I know I got the suit and tie on, but that's only because I was around professionals, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no church boy, just a regular person who can honestly say God in my life. You know what I'm saying? So many people be thinking like I'm this millionaire or I'm well connected. No, it's not about that. I be asking God, like, God, why am I around so many celebrities? Or how come I've done so many great works, but, you know, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, at the next level. It's not about that, Ivory. You don't have to work. It's not about hard work. This is all about me. This is all about the message that I put inside of you, reaching other people. And this is to show other people that if they trust me with their lives, I'll bless them. Just like how you trust me to help you with your life. If they trust me to help them with their life, then I'll bless them. And I'm going to bless them anyway, even if they don't believe in me, because I still love them. Like, God is real. I'm just thankful for this night. This is one of many numerous occasions God has blessed me and got me through storms and close to people, and has like just helped me. But I just felt this one was very special because it was very different. I just feel like God was just blessing me, just moving me, elevating me, you know what I'm saying? It's just cool, man, and just thank on, I hope I'm looking forward to a prosperous 2014, and just ask God to help you keep a positive attitude when you wake up in the morning and the burdens try to attack you. Shut them down. You have control over your thoughts. Tell the devil you don't accept them. Ask God to speak to you, to give you a word for the day. Ask Him to give you strength. Thank Him for it, because He's already going to do it. He wants to do it more than you want it. And just keep a positive attitude. Have faith in God. When things go wrong, still keep a positive attitude. Have faith in God. With His strength, not your own strength, because you can't do it. And I'm just thankful, man. Happy holidays. VC Beats.